today. It's been a year now, and I have not.
Year.
Yes, Mr. Keenan. Woo!
I'm back in the building.
Oh my God! Right. And you already know what it is. Drop your Instagram name and your Snapchat. Do you have Twitter? Any of that?
Let me take the mask off. You know, I was getting hot with that anyway. But y'all can follow me on Instagram at kwinston.12. That's KWINSTON.12. I have a Snapchat. You can follow me on Snapchat. Keenan026. Again, that's 026. And I'm also on YouTube. K-Winston TV. And last but not least, Facebook. This is my whole name, Keenan Winston. So yeah, that's all my social media.
All right, y'all. Y'all heard it here. Better follow him. I'm telling you. Fill me in. How's this year been for you? I know it's been a crazy year, you know, from the beginning to now. Like, what's that been like for you so far?
Just 2020 in general has been a crazy year. Not only for me, but for everybody. Like, I remember at the beginning of the year, everything was smooth. You know, I was in school, I was working, and, you know, music was going pretty good. But, you know, I just kept on going. And then we got hit with a curveball with this whole coronavirus thing and, you know, all the turmoil going on in the world. But for the most part, I've just been trying to push through and stay positive and, you know, do everything I need to do to be successful and the people around me, you know, be successful too.
That's the only, you know, the best thing that you can do around these times. So it's been like a year. That's so insane to think about. The last interview I did with you was a year ago, and now here we are again, but different circumstances. Okay, so I wanted to start with, I see that you released a new song.
I did.
It's called Fearless.
Yes.
And it's on SoundCloud. Is it on other platforms or just SoundCloud?
For right now, it's just on SoundCloud. I do have one other song that's released. It's on Apple Music and SoundCloud as well. It's called Silent Cry. Whenever y'all get a chance, go check that out. And I go by the name K-Win. That's my stage name. So whenever y'all search it up, search K-Win Silent Cry, and it'll pop right up. So
awesome. I love it. I love it. Do you want to give us a snippet of Fearless?
Of Fearless?
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I got it on my phone. I'm going to just play some of it for y'all right quick.
A 30-second snippet?
Yeah, just a slight little snippet.
Trying to get this beat.
In this life that I've been living, I was always told I had to live with my decisions. I had to learn from my mistakes and from the times I never listened. All my battles took some L's and now I'm grinding and I'm winning. And everybody struggle, we just go through different shit. But it's about how you keep going, stay focused and never quit. I got stronger, I got wiser, I got braver, I got older. And God always give his toughest battles to his strongest soldier. And I'm gonna just give y'all the hook. That's it. That's it.
Dang! Dang! I like it. I like it. Fearless, y'all. Y'all gotta stream that on SoundCloud.
Definitely.
Oh my God, that's great. Okay, so I want to know, what was the inspiration for the song? What made you make Fearless? What's it about for you?
It's really just about whatever you do, don't give up. Despite all the circumstances, all the obstacles being thrown at you in life. You know, it kind of relates to the times that we're in now. And it's funny because when I wrote this song, it's literally based off of what we're going through, right? So God always gives his toughest battles to his strongest soldiers. Like, that was the main part that I thought of, because it's like, regardless of everything we've gone through, God, he has a reason for everything he does. So we might look at this right now as a tough time, but at the end of the tunnel, it's definitely going to be some light. So we just got to really keep our eyes on the prize regardless.
I like that. Yeah, you're absolutely right. I agree with you. So how long did it take to make this song?
Normally, whenever I write songs, like, I gotta be in my natural habitat. Like, this room right here, this is literally where I write all my music. So, you know, I just gotta be in my zone. That song took me about, like, no lie, maybe 30 minutes to an hour to write. And then after I wrote it, I just went in the studio. I was like, hey, man, I gotta, you know, put this down, man. Let's go. So
okay. God, with the quickness. Do you happen to have like a creative process? Like, you write the lyrics down maybe, and then or like do you write it down on paper? Do you put it on your phone and then you go from there, or do you like freestyle? Like how do you go about doing, creating?
So it's definitely a process with everything. Like some days I'll just go on YouTube, I'll listen to like different instrumentals or different songs, and then I'll just think about like certain stuff that I'm going through in my life and certain things that I really want to talk about, and then boom, from there I'll come up with a topic. Once I come up with that topic, I'll just start writing like my hook. I normally start off my songs with a hook. And then after that hook, everything else just pretty much flows along, and then that's how I make my songs.
All right, so I'm gonna get into some fun questions. What are 3 things that you always carry with you?
That I always carried with me?
Carry with you.
Carry with me?
Mm-hmm. What are 3 things you gotta have, like when you go out, or maybe when you stay in something, like what? I know you going out of town this week. What you gonna have?
Okay. I gotta have a mask.
Okay, smart. I
gotta have my hat, right?
Okay.
And come on, who doesn't have their phone? Like, I gotta have my phone with my headphones. Like, no matter where I'm at, sometimes I might just be in my zone. I just might want to listen to a song or something like that, So those are top things, bro.
Okay, top 3 things: mask, hat, phone. Okay.
Right. Ain't go wrong
at all. What is your favorite 90s jam?
Oh, so many of them. It's so many.
You can only choose one.
And I can only choose one? All right. Well,
one of your favorites.
One of my favorites. I was big on like Jodeci back in the 90s. So like songs like Forever My Lady, or even what's another one from them, like Keenan. I was R&B first before I was into rap. So those were big to me, like those type songs.
And how did you get exposed to it? Like, what was it that exposed you to that type of music? Your parents, your family, friends, like?
My parents, my mom and my dad, they've been into music way before I could even think of.
Right.
So my dad, he was in a band. My mom, she sung. So when I was little, that's all they would play is like old school 70s hits, 80s hits, 90s hits. I was listening to all types of stuff. I remember listening to Parliament Funkadelic, like the Isley Brothers. Who else? Just,
so
people like the Earth, Wind, and Fire classics.
Oh, yes. Love them. Okay.
Classics, man.
That's amazing. Okay. What do you want to do with music now?
All right, so with music, I'm just really trying to utilize all my options. Like, I play the keyboard, I sing, I rap. Recently, I've been learning how to produce here and there. So eventually, I'm just trying to be like a triple threat. Any way possible that I can utilize my music, that's what I'm going to do.
Jack of all trades in the music industry, okay. That's awesome. What would you say is a genre of music that you put out?
I would say it's more so motivational, inspirational, rap and R&B. So like in some of my songs, you might hear it kind of got like a melody to it. It might sound like I'm rapping, but I'm singing at the same time. And my goal at the end of every song is for people to get a message. Whether if it's a message of motivation, whether if it's a message of not giving up, I just want them to get that message in their head instead of just listening to the beat,
Yeah, that's good. Nowadays, that's not always the message. Not everything has a message. Just be that beat. London on the track. Okay, and would you say you like to be put in a box? Like, you just gave me the type of genre of music you like to put out, but would you say you're open to explore beyond that? Like, would you want to be, stuck in a box, basically?
Yeah, so me, a lot of people don't know I'm real open when it comes to music. Like at one point when I was playing the piano, this was like 9th grade year, I had to learn how to play classical music. I had to step outside of my comfort zone.
Right.
So that was different because I play in church, so that's gospel right there. Then learning classical. And then when I got to college, my freshman year in college, I joined an a cappella group.
Oh, wow.
So, we're learning how to sing like top 40 songs and like contemporary type of songs. So I had to learn that. And on top of that, I just started rapping. So rapping R&B. So it's just like, I just try to bring everything together that I know and try to make it sound the best way possible that I can. Or just listening to different genres really helps me expand just my knowledge of music.
Okay. And did you enjoy when you were learning classical music? Did you enjoy that, or was that something? At first you're like, I don't know if I want to do all that, or did you eventually warm up to it?
Yeah, it had to really grow on me. Like with anything, it's a process. So like when I first started learning it, it was hard because I wasn't really that comfortable reading sheet music. So my teacher slash my mentor, he just had me reading. So going from that and then actually like learning how to play it, it made me appreciate the process even more. Because when I had that recital, you know, I didn't really do too bad, but it was still work to be done. But like I said, it really made me appreciate it way more just going through that process of learning something outside of my comfort zone.
That's amazing.
We'll be back. All right, so for you all that don't know, I really love to shop. I think it was last week I went to Atlanta. I had to cop the ATL hat. Got me a little Rockets jersey. I love Champion, so, you know, got the Champion on. I like to switch up brands sometimes, why not? Got the Nautica shorts, you know, shout out Nautica. And I had to get the Puma shoes. Gotta rock with the Puma sometimes, you know. I've been broke so many times I don't know what to believe. Yeah, mama say it's my fault, I wear my heart on my sleeve. Think it's best I put my heart on ice, cause I can't breathe. Yeah, I'm gonna put my heart on ice, it's getting the best of me. Yeah, a young nigga been trying to stay out the way, I've been moving different, cause it's time for a change. I'm sorry if I'm acting different, or maybe even strange. I've just been working on myself and I've been staying in my lane. It's so crazy how, when you winning, people show you love, but when you down, them same people didn't give a fuck. I was down bad on my ass, but I kept the faith, because regardless if God got me, then I'm gonna be straight. Yeah.
So I remember around last year, I want to say, I think it was maybe April, March, around this time, you were in the best state of mind. So how's that now for you?
Yeah, so like last year around that time, I was kind of at a low point. I was dealing with depression. So for people that have dealt with depression or are dealing with depression, like y'all know exactly how it feels. Some days you really don't want to get out of bed. Some days it's hard to really like talk to people or be at certain events or just go out in public. But really throughout that whole process, I learned a lot about myself. I just learned that despite all of that, I just had to keep on going. Despite all of that, I just had to see the bigger picture. So now it's like going from that and me now, it's just like God has really been blessing me with so many opportunities. He's helped me grow as a person, as a leader. Recently, I just started doing Forex. For you all that don't know, it's short for the foreign exchange market, but I've been doing that and I've grown to be a great mentor and helping others. And my music has been thriving as well, which I'm blessed for. And also, I continue to work and I continue to pour positive inspiration into people. So for anybody that's at a low point or feel like it's the end all right now, it's not. Just keep on going. And I promise you, if you believe that the greater goal is better than where you at now, and as long as you keep on putting in work and staying consistent with whatever you want to do, you're going to get there and it's going to happen for you regardless. So yeah.
I like the message. Thank you for that.
Thank you.